Hello everyone, and welcome again to another English learning lesson. Do you want to learn English by yourself, at home? Can you believe that you don't need a teacher beside you? No expensive classes, no busy academies. And still, you can speak English confidently? Yes, it's true. You can learn English on your own, sitting at home, just by using your time wisely, your efforts smartly, and your voice every day. No classroom, no tests. Just you, your focus, and your practice. And here's the most exciting part. You can enjoy it. Learning English doesn't have to be boring or stressful. It doesn't have to feel like a mountain you can't climb. It can be simple, practical, even fun. All you need is the right method and a little consistency. In this video, I'm going to guide you through it. I'll show you how to turn your home into your classroom, how to turn your free time into practice time, and how to use your phone, not for scrolling, but for speaking, learning, and connecting with the world. You see, many people wait. They say, "I'll join a class next month," or "I don't have time right now," or "I'll speak when I'm perfect." But here's the truth. Waiting is not learning. Learning starts now. Learning starts with you. And believe me, you already have everything you need to begin. You have your voice. You have your thoughts. You have access to videos, to books, to people from around the world. And most importantly, you have the desire to improve. That's powerful. Now, maybe you're thinking, but I make mistakes. Maybe you feel nervous. Maybe you think, my English is too weak. I don't know where to start. And I get that. I've been there. Every learner has. But listen carefully. Learning English alone doesn't mean being lonely. It means being independent. It means you are brave enough to take charge of your own journey. And that's a smart decision. In this video, I'll share 5 simple, effective, and powerful ways to practice English by yourself. You don't need fancy tools. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need to show up every day and speak. I'll show you how to use something called shadowing to copy the way native speakers talk. I'll show you a method called mirror practice that builds your confidence. I'll explain how to find real conversation partners online from different countries. You'll learn why talking to yourself is not crazy. It's actually smart. And finally, I'll show you how to build your very own English environment right in your room. These tips are not theories, they're real. They've helped thousands of learners, and they can help you too. And remember, you don't have to learn everything today. You just need to take one step, one chapter, one tip. Practice it, try it, repeat it. And soon, you'll see something amazing. Your sentences will be smoother. Your voice will be stronger. Your confidence will grow. So, take a deep breath. Relax your mind. And get ready to begin. This is not just a video. This is your first step to becoming a smart, independent English speaker. Because yes, you can learn English. You can speak fluently. And you can do it by yourself. So let's begin. Let's take that first step together. Chapter 1, Shadowing. Repeat like a mirror. Let's begin with one of the smartest, simplest ways to improve your English speaking at home. It's called shadowing. Now, what is shadowing? Shadowing means you listen to someone speaking English, and you repeat after them immediately, like a shadow. You copy their words, their tone, their rhythm, even their emotion. It's like being their echo, but with purpose. This method is powerful, and it works. Why? Because it's natural. Think about how babies learn to speak. They don't open grammar books. They don't take notes. They just listen and repeat, over and over. And one day they start speaking on their own, fluently, confidently. You can do the same, no matter your age. Start small. Choose a short English video. Maybe a simple YouTube clip, or a podcast, or even a favorite scene from a movie or TV show. Pick something clear, slow, and real. It could be a conversation like, "Hi, how are you?" "I'm good. How about you?" "That's great to hear." Now press play and listen. Then pause and repeat. Say the same sentence in the same way. Copy everything. The words, the pauses, the feeling. Don't worry if it's not perfect at first. That's normal. Just keep going. Your mouth may feel slow. Your voice may feel weak. But the more you repeat, the more your tongue learns to move. The more your brain starts thinking in English. And slowly, sentence by sentence, you begin to speak more clearly, more smoothly, more confidently. Here's a tip. Don't just whisper. Speak out loud. Speak with energy. Let your voice come out strong. And if you want to take it to the next level, record yourself. Yes, it may feel strange at first, but it's one of the best things you can do. Record your voice. Then compare it to the original. Are the words clear? Is the tone right? Listen. Adjust. Try again. It's like looking in a mirror, but with your voice. Let me tell you a short story. There was a boy named Rayhan. He wanted to speak English, but he didn't know how to start. He found a short video online, just a conversation between two friends. He started listening and repeating. Every day. Just 5 minutes. After 1 week, he noticed something. He was speaking more easily. The sentences came faster. He could say them without thinking. That was his turning point. And all he did was shadow. Now imagine what could happen if you did that every day. Just 5 minutes, 10 minutes, that's it. You don't need a teacher. You don't need expensive tools. You just need your ears, your voice, and a little practice. So today, I want you to try this. Choose one short video. Listen carefully. Pause and repeat each sentence. Speak it loud. Do it again and again. Start small, be consistent, and soon you'll notice a change. Your English will begin to feel alive, real, natural. And that's how fluency begins. Not by memorizing, but by shadowing. This is your first tool. Use it wisely, and your English journey will already be off to a smart start. Chapter 2. Mirror Practice. Speak to yourself with confidence. Now that you've learned how to shadow like a pro, let's talk about another powerful practice. Mirror speaking. Yes, just you, your words, and a mirror. It might sound simple, and it is. But don't underestimate it. Mirror practice is one of the smartest ways to build fluency and confidence, especially if you're learning alone. Here's how it works. Stand in front of a mirror. Look at yourself. Take a deep breath. Now speak. Say anything. Describe your day. Introduce yourself. Ask a question. Give an answer. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't even have to be long. The goal is to see yourself speaking English and to feel confident doing it. Why is this so powerful? Because when you look into the mirror, you're not just talking, you're connecting with yourself. You're watching your mouth move. You're hearing your own voice in English. You're training your brain to get comfortable, to stop feeling shy, to stop feeling afraid. Let's try something together. Stand up. Look into the mirror and say, "Hi, my name is your name? I'm learning English, and I'm getting better every day." Now say it again, but this time smile. Now again, but louder, clearer, stronger. Feel the difference? Mirror speaking is like giving yourself a mini speaking class. Anytime, anywhere. Let me tell you a story. There was a girl named Zara. She wanted to speak English, but she always felt nervous. She didn't like her voice. She was afraid people would laugh. Then one day, her teacher told her, Try mirror practice." So she did. At first, she was shy. She laughed at herself. But every day she stood in front of her mirror and said something simple like, "This is my phone. I like chocolate. Today I feel happy." Day by day, her voice grew stronger. Her sentences became longer. She even started acting out little conversations by herself. After 2 weeks, she was speaking clearly. And one day, when her friend asked her a question in English, she answered without thinking. That was her breakthrough moment. And it all started with a mirror. Here's the best part. Mirror practice is easy. You don't need Wi-Fi. You don't need a partner. You just need a few minutes and a mirror. You can practice anytime. In the morning, at night, before school, after work, even in the bathroom. Here are a few things you can try in front of the mirror. Introduce yourself. "Hi, I'm Ollie. I live in Lahore. I love music." Talk about your day. "Today I went to the market. I bought vegetables. It was hot." Ask questions and answer them. "What did I eat today? I had rice and chicken." Don't worry about mistakes. Don't worry about grammar. Just speak. Speak clearly. Speak confidently. And the more you do it, the more fluent you'll become. So today, I challenge you. Go to your mirror, look at yourself, and say 1 full sentence in English. Then 2, then 5. You'll start to feel brave. You'll start to feel proud. And one day when you speak to someone else, it won't feel scary. It will feel natural. Because you've already done it. Many times. With the best speaking partner in the world. You. So go ahead. Talk to yourself. Because when you speak to the mirror, you're not just practicing English. You're building a speaker. Chapter 3. Make online friends. Find real conversation partners. Now let's talk about something exciting. Something that makes English learning feel real. Even when you're sitting alone at home. It's called making conversation partners online. Yes, you can connect with real people from all around the world. Right from your phone, right from your room. Think about it. You're learning English so you can communicate, right? To talk, to understand, to connect. And nothing builds speaking skills faster than talking to real people. But wait, you don't need to live in an English speaking country. You don't need to be in America or the UK or Canada. You just need one thing, a smartphone with internet. That's it. There are thousands of English learners around the world, people just like you, who want to practice speaking. Many of them are on social media. Some are on language exchange apps. And some are even in the comments section of YouTube videos, waiting to connect. So how do you start? Begin by joining Facebook groups, Telegram channels. These are WhatsApp communities made for English learners. Just search English Speaking Practice Group. Learn English together. Language exchange partners. You'll find people from India, Pakistan, Egypt, Brazil, Indonesia, all trying to improve, just like you. Start a conversation. Send a message like, "Hi, I'm learning English. Want to practice speaking with me?" Keep it simple. Be polite. Be brave. Let me tell you about Fahad, a student who couldn't go to classes. He didn't have money for an English course, but he joined a Telegram group. At first, he only watched. Then, one day, he sent a voice note to another learner from Turkey. He said, "Hello, I'm Fahad from Pakistan. I want to practice English. Can we talk?" And guess what? That was the beginning of a friendship and a learning journey. They talked twice a week, sent voice notes, asked each other questions, corrected small mistakes, and day by day, both of them improved. Fahad never went to a class, but he built his fluency, one conversation at a time. That can be you too. Now here are a few smart tips to make the most of online practice. Be honest about your level. It's okay to be a beginner. Use voice notes first. Don't worry about video calls right away. Ask simple questions like, "What do you do?" or "What is your hobby?" Be kind, be patient. Remember, they are learning too. If you don't feel ready to speak live, start by writing messages. Then send short audio replies. Slowly, your confidence will grow. You can even plan short conversations with your partner. For example, Day 1, talk about your favorite food. Day 2, talk about your daily routine. Day 3, ask about your country or hometown. It keeps the practice focused and fun. And here's the most beautiful part. You're not just learning a language. You're making new friends. You're connecting with new cultures. You're building bridges across the world just by speaking a few words of English. So don't be afraid. Don't wait. The world is out there, and it wants to hear your voice. Reach out, say hello, and let your English grow, one conversation at a time. Chapter 4. Talk to yourself. The secret practice. Now here comes one of the most powerful and most underrated coveted ways to improve your English speaking. Are you ready? It's this. Talk to yourself. Yes, you heard that right. Speak English to yourself. You don't need a class. You don't need a teacher. You don't even need a partner. You just need you. You might feel a little strange at first. You might laugh. You might think, "Am I really doing this?" But trust me, this is one of the smartest ways to grow your speaking skills. Fast, let me explain. When you talk to yourself, there's no fear. No one is listening. No one is judging. No one is correcting. You are free. You are relaxed. And that's when real practice happens. Your brain begins to build English naturally. Yeah, and just like a muscle grows stronger with daily exercise, your mouth learns how to shape words. Your voice becomes more confident. And the best part, you do all of this alone, at home, anytime you want. So, how do you start? It's simple. Talk about what you're doing. You're brushing your teeth? Say, "I am brushing my teeth. The water is cold. My toothbrush is blue." You're making tea? Say, "I'm boiling water. I like my tea strong. I'll drink it in 5 minutes." You're walking outside? Talk about what you see. "The sky is blue. The air feels nice. There's a dog across the street." You don't need big words. You don't need perfect grammar. You just need to speak out loud. Start with short sentences. Describe your actions. Describe your room. Describe your feelings. Even ask yourself questions. And answer them. What time is it? It's 5:30. Am I tired? Yes, but I feel good. What will I eat today? Maybe rice and chicken. See? Simple, natural, real. Let me tell you about a young girl named Mina. She was too shy to speak in front of others. Every time someone asked her something in English, she froze. But she started this secret practice. She talked to herself every day for 5 minutes. In the morning, in the evening, before bed. After 1 week, she was making full sentences. After 2 weeks, she could talk for 5 minutes nonstop. And after 1 month, she spoke to her cousin in English, confidently. That was her turning point. And the same thing can happen to you. Here are a few tips to help you with this secret practice. Speak clearly, not quickly. Don't be afraid to repeat yourself. If you forget a word, try using a different one. Keep a notebook of sentences you say often. You can even record yourself, like in shadowing, and listen back. You'll be surprised how much progress you're making. Talking to yourself is like planting small seeds every day. At first, you don't see much, but soon those seeds become sentences. Those sentences become conversations. And before you know it, You're speaking English with confidence, ease, and joy. So go ahead. Talk to yourself. Anywhere. Anytime. It's not silly. It's not weird. It's smart. And it might just be the secret that changes everything. Chapter 5. Create a daily routine. Build your own English world. Now, let's talk about something very important. Something that will decide how far you go in your English journey. And that is your daily routine. Yes, if you truly want to speak English fluently, confidently, and naturally, you must make English part of your everyday life. Not once a week, not only on weekends, but every single day, even if it's just for 10 minutes. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't skip it. You do it every day, without thinking. Now imagine if English practice felt the same. The truth is, success in speaking English doesn't come from doing big things once. It comes from doing small things consistently. So how do you build your own English world at home? Let me show you how. First, create a morning routine. Start your day with English. Right after you wake up, listen to a short English podcast or video. It could be just 5 minutes. It could be someone saying, "Good morning, how are you today?" Start your brain in English. Let the first voice you hear be an English one. Second, set a fixed time for speaking. It can be mirror practice, shadowing, or talking to yourself. Choose a time. Maybe after lunch, maybe before dinner. Tell yourself, at this time, every day, I will speak English, no matter what. Third, fill your world with English sounds. Put English music in your playlist. Follow English speakers on Instagram. Change your phone language to English. Read English captions. Watch English reels. The more English you see and hear, the more your brain begins to think in English. Automatically. Let me tell you a story. There was a boy named Yasir. He didn't have time for classes. He was busy with work and home life. But he made a simple decision. 10 minutes of English every day. He created a small routine. Morning, listen to a podcast. Afternoon, talk to himself about his work. Evening, send a voice note to his online friend. Night, watch a short English video and repeat one sentence out loud every day. No breaks, no excuses. At first, it felt small, too easy, but after 30 days, something amazing happened. He started speaking without fear. His sentences flowed naturally. He was even dreaming in English sometimes. That's the power of routine. Here's a simple plan you can try. Morning, listen to a 5-minute English video. Afternoon, talk to yourself about your day. Evening, practice with an online partner. Night, read or repeat 3 smart phrases aloud. And guess what? You don't need to do everything in one day. Start small, add more with time. Keep a practice journal. Write down what you did today. I practiced for 10 minutes. I learned 3 new words. I said 5 sentences to myself. You'll feel proud. You'll see your progress. Building a routine is not about being perfect. It's about being consistent. Even when you're tired, even when you feel lazy, just do a little bit. Every day. Because when you do that, your English won't stay inside books anymore. It will live in your world. It will become part of your life. It will become your voice. So today, build your routine. Make it yours. Let English live with you, not just on weekends, not just in class, but in your real daily life. Chapter 6. My story. How I learned English by myself. Let me share something very personal with you now. Because I believe, if I can do it, then you can do it too. I wasn't born in an English-speaking country. I didn't grow up with native speakers. I didn't study in expensive academies or take special English classes. In fact, in the beginning, I didn't even believe I could learn English on my own. I remember the first time I tried to speak. My voice was shaking. I was scared, embarrassed. worried that people would laugh at me. I didn't have big grammar books. I didn't know all the rules, but I had one thing: desire. A deep desire to speak, to express myself, to learn. So I made a decision. I said to myself, if I don't have a class, I will become my own teacher. If I don't have a partner, I will talk to myself. If I can't go abroad, I will bring English into my room. And that's how my journey began. I started with the basics, simple words, easy sentences. Every morning, I would stand in front of the mirror and say, "Good morning. How are you today?" It felt silly at first, but I kept going. I watched short English videos. I didn't understand everything, but I listened. I picked one sentence and repeated it again and again. Let's go. I'm not sure. Sounds good. I started using social media to find partners. I joined English groups. I sent messages. I practiced voice notes with strangers who became friends. And slowly, things started changing. One day, I was walking and talking to myself in English, out loud. A man nearby looked at me, smiled, and said, "Are you speaking English? That's great!" That one moment gave me confidence. Another time, I answered a tourist's question on the street. Just a few words, but I understood him, and he understood me. That was the first time I felt, I'm actually speaking English. I started making a routine. Mornings, I listened. Afternoons, I talked to myself. Evenings, I sent voice messages to friends. Nights, I wrote small sentences in a notebook. No class, no teacher. Just me, my phone, and my will to improve. Were there hard days? Yes. Did I make mistakes? Many. But I never stopped. Every small step added up. Every mistake taught me something. Every moment of practice made me stronger. And now, here I am. Not perfect, not a native speaker, but confident. I can speak. I can express myself. I can help others. And the best part, I did it all by myself. So, my friend, if you are sitting there thinking, can I really learn English at home? The answer is, yes, you can. You don't need everything. You just need to start. With your heart, with your voice, with your time. Your journey might look different from mine, but if you walk it with passion, patience, and practice, one day your story will inspire someone too. Chapter 7. Why learning English by yourself is powerful. Let's take a moment to understand something truly important. Learning English by yourself is not just possible, it's actually one of the most powerful, most rewarding ways to learn. Why? Because when you teach yourself, when you practice alone, when you push yourself every day without anyone telling you to do it, you don't just learn a language, you build something deeper. You become strong. You become confident. You become fluent from the inside out. Let me explain. When you learn English in a classroom, you often wait for the teacher to tell you what to do. You follow instructions, you copy notes, you memorize. But when you learn by yourself, something beautiful happens. You start thinking in English. You don't just remember words, you use them. You don't wait for permission, you speak. You own your learning. And this makes you a natural speaker. Why? Because you're learning in real-life ways. You're watching videos, listening to real conversations, using phrases people actually use. You're not just repeating textbook dialogues. You're building your own voice. Your English becomes real, not robotic. You also become more creative. When you practice by yourself, you start inventing your own sentences. You create little stories in your head. You imagine conversations. You solve problems. This makes your brain more flexible. It improves not just your English, but your thinking. And let's talk about confidence. When you learn on your own and you see progress, you feel proud, you feel strong. You didn't wait for someone to teach you. You taught yourself. You trained your mouth. You trained your mind. You worked when nobody was watching. And that kind of confidence, it shows when you speak. People will notice. They'll hear the way you speak. Smooth, natural, relaxed, not rushed, not afraid. Because you've been practicing in silence. You've been building your voice in the background. And when you speak in public, it shows. You'll also become independent. You won't need to rely on anyone to improve your English. You'll know how to find answers. You'll know how to fix mistakes. You'll know how to keep growing on your own. That's a powerful skill, not just for English, but for life. You see, when you take responsibility for your learning, you don't just learn faster, you learn deeper. You learn English that is yours. Not just what someone taught you, but what you discovered, practiced, repeated, and mastered with your own effort. That kind of English sticks with you. It becomes part of your thinking, your daily life, your personality. So yes, learning by yourself takes time. It takes patience. But what you build through that process is not just fluency. It's confidence, it's independence, it's creativity, it's strength. And one day, you will look back and say, I didn't just learn English. I became an English speaker because I believed in myself. Final message. So, my friend, now you know, you can learn English by yourself. You don't need a big classroom. You don't need to wait for the perfect teacher. You don't need to travel far. Because the best teacher is already with you. It's you. You've seen the tools: shadowing, mirror practice, voice notes, online partners, talking to yourself, building routines, learning from real life. These are not just techniques. They are doors to a new version of you. A version that speaks clearly. A version that speaks confidently. A version that thinks in English and lives with English every day. Yes, it takes time. Yes, there will be mistakes. But every sentence you speak, every word you say, every moment you try, is a step forward. And the best part? You are not just learning English. You are building discipline. You are building confidence. You are building a skill that will open new doors for your future, for your career, and for your dreams. So believe in yourself. Even if you're starting from zero, that's okay. Even if your words are broken, speak them. Even if no one is around, practice anyway. Because one day, your English will be your voice. It will help you connect with the world. It will help you share your story. And when that day comes, you'll look back and smile. You'll say, I did it, I built this, I learned this, all by myself. So start today, start now. And remember, you are your best teacher. Keep going, keep growing, and never stop speaking.